Here's how clout chasing on TikTok just ruined this illegal migrant's life. This is Lionel Moreno. He's a native of Venezuela. Now, he came over to the US illegally for a second chance at life. But what he chose to do with that second chance at life is actually horrid. You see, Lionel Moreno, once he got a chance to get an iPhone and some internet service, free of course, he decided to hop on TikTok and began to tell other people how to commit crimes.
Mi gente, he pensado invadir una casa en United States, ya que me enteré que existe una ley que dice que si una casa no está habitada, podemos expropiarla.
This ain't part of the American dream, homie. You're supposed to come over, figure out how to get some papers, how to get a working permit, work really hard, save up enough to go to college, graduate college, get a better job, get a house, get a family, bruh. You ain't supposed to come over here, man, and the first thing on your mind, bruh, is how to get over on the system, homie. Now, that's very American of you, right? But that's not the type of people they will want in this country, bruh.
Papichi, muchachos, aquí en United States también se aplica la de invasión de terreno. Y creo que ese será mi próximo negocio. Invadir casas abandonadas. Ya que me he buscado unos códigos con mis amigos africanos.
Nah, homie, don't put that on us, bro. Nah, hell nah, don't put that on black folks, homie. This man just stated, bro, he about to start making invading houses his new business. And he have linked up with some friends of his, the Africans, aka black folks in this country, to help him invade these houses. Apparently, bro, there's like codes to these locks that he's gonna get from the African friends of his to invade these houses, bro. So people was obviously not feeling this at all.
Y me dijeron que ya llevan como 7 casas expropiadas. Y como dice el dicho, papi, hay que buscar la vuelta. Y la vuelta ahorita mismo es invadir casas.
Lionel posted these videos publicly on his TikTok, and people wasn't feeling this. And they let it be known, bro, this is not cool at all. So in response to all the pushback he was getting for wanting to steal houses, Lionel would take the trolling up a notch because he would come back to his TikTok and essentially laugh at Americans and say that he's living better off of their taxes than they are.
Confieso que a mí no me gusta trabajar porque me da alergia. Vivo de los taxes que usted paga al mes.
Imagine being an illegal immigrant who's hanging by the threads to stay in this country, and you think it's a good idea to come on TikTok to brag about how you are allergic to working and you love living off the taxpayers' money. This dude is a xenophobe's dream, bruh. Anybody who's anti-immigration, bruh, he's the poster child and he's their dream, which is why he became really popular. Because he could be used as the poster child for why immigration is wrong and should stop and halt, and why the border needs to be more secured. Because imagine, again, telling a bunch of Americans, yo, do you really want 1 million Lionels coming into this country uncontested? But look at how he's bragging. So after bragging about how he's living off the taxpayers' money, Lionel would come back on his TikTok to shame hardworking Americans for going to a 9-to-5 and working hard. And he would say that he got more money than them without having to work because they're paying taxes for him to live.
Y sé que a ustedes no les duele mi contenido. Les duele es que yo facture más que ustedes sin necesidad de andar como esclavos. ¿Capichi? Esa es la diferencia tuya y mía. Que yo siempre voy a hacer dinero sin mucho trabajo. Y tú un explotado. Un miserable. ¿Sí me entiendes? Un poquitico. Yo siempre seré más que tú. Capichi, métete eso en la cabeza. Que no somos iguales. Mira. Lo que a ti te cuesta reunir $15,000 en 200 años. Yo lo hago en par de meses. Capichi?
This is like the perfect formula to become a social media star, right? just give everybody rage porn, right? Just give somebody something to hate and rage over. It's his smugness, his arrogance, his condescendingness. Like, he talks down to Americans for working a 9 to 5, but if the Americans didn't work that 9 to 5, he wouldn't have a place to stay and food in his mouth, because it's hardworking Americans that keep the welfare system going. But apparently, bro, he thinks this is some way to get back at the trolls who are commenting under his post about him, stealing property. And it's just odd. Now, to add on to just this dude just giving nothing but just gold quality content to all the anti-immigrant people, he goes ahead and put out a message to a bunch of people, a bunch of immigrants out there who want to come from South America. And he tells them, listen, the borders are open. Don't let the media lie to you and tell you the borders are closed. The border is open for everyone. You don't need no paperwork, no process. Just come over the border.
Es totalmente falso que la frontera está cerrada. La frontera está abierta. Capichi, para todas esas personas.
All of that is bad enough, but what Lionel does next would make that look like some cupcake backburner stuff. You see, what really made people despise Lionel and really wanted him out of America is that Lionel decided that he was gonna take to his TikTok to speak up for this 15-year-old Times Square shooter.
We begin tonight with that 15-year-old suspect arraigned just a few hours ago for the shooting in Times Square. He is now being charged as an adult. CBS 2's Alicia Reed live outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan with more. Alicia.
Jessica, that suspect is facing 2 counts of attempted murder as well as criminal possession of a weapon and assault charges. 15-year-old Jesus Rivas Figueroa is accused of shooting at 2 NYPD officers in Times Square after an incident that happened inside the JD Sports store on Broadway on Thursday. He's accused of stealing items, and when confronted by a security guard, police say he opened fire, hitting a 38-year-old customer, striking her in the leg. 2 officers spotted him near 7th Avenue and 47th Street and tried taking him into custody. That's when he allegedly fired at the officers before taking off into the subway. Court documents say the teenager returned home and tried fleeing the city with his mother the next morning, but he was apprehended less than 24 hours later at a home in Yonkers.
The mom needs to be arrested too, bro. Your son does something that violent, and you want to help him flee the city, and you want to go with him to not hold him accountable. Now, I don't know if she's just like a poor immigrant lady who, don't really understand how the law works, and she believes that she could get in trouble too because her son did something so unconscionable. Now, I don't know if that's why she was fleeing. If that's the case, I can somewhat be lenient, and understand, that she's fleeing because she's scared as well and don't understand what the repercussions are for her, the parent. But still, bruh, like, you don't do that. But Mr. Lionel here would take to his social media to say that people need to march the streets and protest for that kid to be released. And he would even say that they need to come together and put money on his bail. Apparently, bruh, like, Lionel don't find no issue with what the kid did, bruh. He wants the kid free.
Necesitamos pagar la fianza. Pichi, que hoy cometió un error inocentemente. Porque es un niño de tan solo 15 años.
Truly disgusting stuff. Now, the most impressive part about all of this is Lionel was doing this as an illegal immigrant. He's here illegally. He's hanging by the thread, and he's causing this much, just uproar. Now, people were really on Lionel, bro. I'm talking about, bro, he's being posted by almost every Twitter page that leans towards the alt-right, right? Everybody wants this dude gone. Now, it's unclear if the social media pressure is what got the government to act, but pretty soon after, Lionel, got a message in the mail, bro, that, they were coming for him. And they're going to take his kid away because he needs to turn himself into immigration.
Estoy en peligro de muerte en United States. Necesito protección en Estados Unidos. Me están persiguiendo. Me han bloqueado mi cuenta y mi cuenta aparece de secciones abiertas en Nueva York. Y yo no estoy en Nueva York. Mi gente, necesito que estén pendientes de lo que está pasando, porque mi familia corre peligro, corre mucho peligro, muchachos. Me borraron la cuenta de TikTok y la otra también. He recibido muchas amenazas de gente poderosa, muchachos. Muchachos, ayuda, por favor. Mi familia está en peligro. Muchachos, por favor, ayúdenme. Es increíble, muchachos, pero sí. Hay gente detrás buscándome y quiere hacerme daño y a mi familia. Ayúdenme, por favor.
So now the once condescending, arrogant, pompous Lionel is now playing victim. Now all of a sudden is our fault. It's our fault that he's being persecuted, that there's an arrest warrant out for him now in New York, that immigration want that ass. Is our fault somehow that TikTok said, yeah, bruh, you can't be promoting crimes to your audience, man. That account has to get blocked. It's our fault all of a sudden, bruh, that Lionel finds himself in a pickle to where his kid is going to be taken away from him. Now, Lionel will come back on social media and say, you know, he's the victim and it's our fault. And if we didn't like his content of telling people how to steal property, of mocking the U.S. taxpaying system and bragging about, you know, getting over on the taxpayers, if we didn't like that, we could have just not watched.
Lograron lo que querían. Es increíble a qué nivel llega la maldad hacia el prójimo. ¿Sí me entienden? Es increíble cómo tanta gente compartió los videos y llegaron en bocas y manos de donde no tenían que llegar. Ustedes muy bien saben que lo que yo hago es contenido. Y lo que hicieron no tienen perdón de Dios. ¿Saben por qué? Porque me llegó una citación y supuestamente van a apartar a mi hija de mí. Por culpa de ustedes, de su mal corazón. Y hoy la edita oficial le dice a ustedes que es increíble que el mismo venezolano me haya hecho esto sabiendo que yo quiero y amo a mi hija. Tú, persona mala de corazón, lo que hiciste. Ahora mi hija va a estar en otras manos. ¿Ahora qué voy a hacer yo? ¿Ah? No, tampoco la cosa es así. Porque si yo hago un video, todo el mundo hace un video. Es para que se lo respeten. Y si no te gusta el video, deslízalo. Lo lograron.
Overwhelming majority of immigrants come to this country and do everything by the book and build a great life for themselves through hard work and determination. But not Lionel, though. He came to this country and he turned into a deplorable. He turned into the worst of the worst when it comes to people in this country. Right? But apparently, though, all that crying Lionel is doing ain't helping him, right? Because immigration picked that ass up. And now Lionel is facing deportation, you know. And here is his mugshot, if you're wondering, all right, what the mugshot is looking like. All right, yeah. So Lionel is getting deported, people, all right, for clout chasing. I hope it was worth it, bro. I hope getting deported and leaving your kids behind was worth it, my brother. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Is deportation too harsh for Lionel, or do he deserve it? And if you're still watching, click on this video right here, man, to find out about the troubled life of Roland 40's Crib for Extra. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to see you guys in this video right here documenting his redemption from a troubled life to being a star he is right now. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.